Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about how to set up self-hosted Linux agents in Azure DevOps. So basically, there are two types of agents while running your pipeline. One is Microsoft hosted agent that is managed by the Microsoft. Another one is self-hosted agent. So that is managed by yourself. So basically, agent is nothing but it's a OS. it it installed along with the required tools to run your pipeline. Okay, so basically agent is a server with OS along with your required tools that you required for run the pipeline. So in this case I am going to discuss about self-hosted Linux agent. The prerequisite for this one is like you need to have a Microsoft account and Azure account and subscription setup and create a virtual machine. In my case, I have already created the virtual machine and I have connected. So I have created a agent, means created the Ubuntu Linux machine, and this is my DevOps organization, and we have the repo in this organization. So now, once you have to created the repo, there is a project settings. You have to click this one. There is a agent pools. So currently by default it will come Azure Pipelines and default one. If you want to add your own self-hosted agent, just click add pool and pool type is new or existing. Select new and here it is showing self-hosted or Azure Virtual Machine skill set. So I'm going with self-hosted agent, selected this one. You can give any name. Suppose if I'm giving my name is BCReddy and description if you want you can give and grant access permissions to all the pipelines. Just create this one. Once you have to selected BCReady, now you have to go to agent. Let me delete. This is already existing. Now add new agent. So to get the agent, you just need to select depending on your OS. If you want to install agent on Windows or Mac OS or Linux. So I'm in my case I'm going with Linux. So create a folder, create a agent and create my agent. Under this one you have to do this mkdir my agent and then cd into that my agent. Then download this tar file and untar that. Then you have to config.sh. So it will ask you that few details you have to provide that. Okay. Now let me do the steps. So currently I am into home Azure user. So mkdir and cd into my agent. Now just click on this one or you have to download and copy it manually to that server. Otherwise wget and download that tar file. Wget, I'm using wget and it is downloaded. So once it is downloaded, you just need to untar. So you just need to do tar zvxf. So once this is done, it will be generated the scripts. Then if you remove, you can remove this tar file. Now the first step, what you need to do is you need to run that config.sh. So you just need to press Y. Then it will ask you the server URL. You have to provide the server URL. So this is my server URL and organization name. Till you have to provide your organization and enter the authentication type. Just type PAT. Then you have to generate the PAT token. So I already have generated the PAT token. If you want to generate the PAT token again, you just need to user settings. There is a personal access token. You just need to create new token and you have to provide that. Okay, just create token name you can give and organization same organization. If you wanted to set some limited permissions, you have to use custom define, and if you wanted to do full permission, you just need to select and the expiry date. Okay, so I already have pad token. I am using this pad token in my case. So it is asking that agent pool. So I'm giving this BCReddy. So enter the agent name. I'm also giving the same BCReddy. It is asked the work folder. I'm just giving enter. So default work folder it will be created. Now once it is done, okay, you just need to start. Just need to click run.sh/run.sh. So it is listening the jobs. If you go to now, that's all. If you go to agent pools, go to repos, organizations, project settings, agent pools. So if you select BC Ready agent, just it is in offline. Okay. Now you can create a pipeline and we will see how to set up the pipe custom agent in your pipeline. Let's create a pipeline. My source code in Azure repo. So it is self-hosted one. Let me copy paste. I already have that pipeline. So let me do. In the self-hosted agent, I have installed Java and Maven as well. So if I check Java, I have already installed Java 11 and Maven also. Okay, Maven is present and Java also present. So where I have created some Maven based application, web application, where I just wanted to build the code, source code. Okay, here trigger I have master branch and pool. I'm giving my pool name is BCReddy. If you have your uh, custom one, you just need to provide. Or if you wanted to Microsoft hosted agent, you can give that name. Okay. Then in this stage, I'm building my source code, clean package. I'm copying this war file and publish that artifact. These are the tasks I have added in my build stage. Now let me save and run. You can give the commit message, build source code, just save. Now whenever your job is running, you should able to see here. It is running the build job. So it will be running on your self-hosted agent. The job should be running on self-hosted. Similar way in Jenkins, we have set up master slave configuration. So same, if you want to run the job on slave, particular slave, you have to provide the slave name, right? Same way, we have to provide the self-hosted agent here in the Microsoft Azure DevOps. Let's check. It is check out the source code and build the var file. It is generated the var file and copied that var file and published also. See, there is published one artifact. It is created chinna app.var file. Okay. Suppose if I wanted to copy this var file into environment, like we have to deploy this var file into the dev environment or SIT environment or QA environment, you just need to create environments also. Just create environment. You can give any name. Suppose if you give dev and select the virtual machine. So I'm selecting that virtual machine, or if you wanted to deploy this into Kubernetes, you have to select this option. I'm selecting my virtual machine and provider generic and operating system. I'm going with Linux. So just what you need to do, you just need to copy this and run this command. So let me copy this and it is downloaded. So it will create a folder agent. Under that it is downloaded required specific things. Now enter the environment virtual machine resource tag. Yes. And the name, if you want to give, you can give web. Settings saved. Okay, it's already available. Dev. Okay, let me check. Duplicate. Let me create one mkdir dev environment. Or let me do dev. Here I will run that. So you can create multiple environments. The agent name already in place, yes. Enter the environment virtual resource tags. Yes. Just say web. Testing agent is connected. State settings are saved and it is failed. Okay. Why it is failed? The dev agent, it is virtual as dev agent already a present. Okay, here dev agent dev is available. So it is created dev. So I just wanted to copy that var file to this dev environment. Okay. So now what I need to do is in the same pipeline, in the same pipeline, just add the steps, the deploy step. Copied that var file, then and the deployment stage, go to the pipeline and and add one more stage, deploy stage. So build and deploy. Just save and run. Committed to the master branch. So the job is running. Started pipeline agent. Okay, this agent is I think they are already present. So in the dev stage, what I did is just copying this var file to this slash home Azure agent. But my target folder, okay, my agent, it is different. So okay, I just need to change that location. Think let me cancel the pipeline. Path is different. Yes, build and deploy. Now it is again triggering that. For the first time, it will ask to the permissions. So you just need to permit that agent to run that, deploy the var file into dev environment. Check. It is building that. checking out the source code. Basically, we will deploy into the Tomcat or web apps, Azure web apps folder. But in this case, I don't have to install Tomcat to deploy this WAR file and check. So I just used the same self-hosted agent where I created the environment. I'm trying to deploy that WAR file to the same environment. Now build stage is completed. Now deploy stage. So if you select and it is waiting, so waiting. So need permissions. Permissions is needed. Just view and permit. So you can create a release pipeline also instead of the same CI/CD pipeline. You can create a release pipeline as well. No issue on that one. Still, it is encoded. The agent is not running because of all agents are the request. Still, it is not started. Let me check. Okay, it is running that job. Waiting on that agent to receive and acknowledge the request. I think this job is success. Yeah, this is done now. If you check this build and deploy the web app, it is completed. Now, if you wanted to check the WAR file is copied or not, see this WAR file is copied on the dev environment. Similar way, if you wanted to create another environment like SIT environment where you wanted to copy that WAR file and you can create another environment similar way like dev. You can create new environment, give the name and select the virtual machine and you can do the same steps. So in this video, we have discussed how to set up self-hosted Linux agent and we have done some build and deploy the pipeline, created the pipeline build and deploy stages on the self-hosted agent and this YAML file we were used to set up, build and deploy your application, Java-based application. So that's all about in this session. If you like the video, please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.